Page 8. Unit 1. Get ready to read. B. Read and listen.
This art is outside. Rain falls on it, but it's fine. A girl sleeps in a big hand. What does the girl have? She has a dress, but she doesn't have any shoes. This art is in a park in Russia.
Page 9. Read. Painting fun in the sun.
Students at West Oak School are painting a wall. They have some white smocks. Paint and paintbrushes are on a table. They don't have any crayons, pencils, or paper clips. They make shapes and fun pictures all over the wall. Tina covers the door with paper. They don't want to get paint on it. The students paint the wall in the sun. They're thirsty. Luke brings out some water bottles. Students drink the water and start painting again. They save their water bottles for another art project.
Page 9. Key words. Listen, point, and say.
Smock. Paint. Paintbrush. Table. Door. Water bottle.
Page 12. Unit 2. Get ready to read. B. Read and listen.
Sophie is happy at school today. She's working on an art project. Students paint 10 cups. They cut green bottles. They tie white strings to the cups and bottles. The teacher hangs the art outside. It's pretty in the sun.
Page 13. Read. Milo goes fishing.
Milo is bored with the games on his computer. His mom gives him black magnets, 1 ball of white string, 3 glue sticks, and some paper clips. "Do you have any magazines or tape?" asks Milo. "No," says his mom, "but you can make something fun." Milo looks at the fish in the fishbowl and says, "I know, I can make a fishing game." He ties 1 glue stick to string and makes a fishing pole. Then he ties 1 magnet to the end of his fishing pole string. He puts paper clips on the floor. Then he moves his pole to catch the paper clips. He's fishing.
Page 13. Key words. Listen, point, and say.
Computer. Magnet. String. Glue stick. Magazine. Tape.
Page 16. Units 1 and 2. Reading check. A. Read and listen. A classroom garden.
Hi, Pablo. What's in your bag?
I have 10 magnets and some string for science class.
Well, we're doing an art project now.
Okay. I'm putting my bag by the door.
Here's a smock. We have some green paint and 3 paintbrushes.
What are you making?
We're making a paper garden from magazines.
Where is it?
Look at the wall over there, near the computer.
Do you have any glue sticks?
Yes, there are 2 orange glue sticks on the table.
Okay. I'm ready to glue on flowers.
Page 22. Unit 3. Get ready to read. B. Read and listen.
The super backpack is $20. It's blue and holds 2 water bottles. The top backpack is $40. It's green and holds 1 water bottle. The super backpack is the best. Wear it and feel great. You save money, too.
Page 23. Read. Eddie Bauer's Big Idea.
Eddie Bauer is on a fishing trip in the winter. He has special clothes to keep warm. He wears a soft hat on his head. He has warm gloves on his hands. On his feet are thick socks and boots. They keep his feet dry. He also wears a shirt under his jacket. Is this shirt heavy? Yes, it is. It's a heavy winter shirt. Eddie thinks fishing in the winter is fun, but this time his jacket gets wet and he gets very cold. After he's home safe, he has an idea. He puts feathers inside jackets to make them puffy. Are these jackets warm? Yes, they are. People like the jackets, and Eddie sells lots of them.
Page 23. Key words. Listen, point, and say.
Hat, gloves, socks, boots, shirt, jacket.
Page 26. Unit 4. Get ready to read. B. Read and listen. The Hat Family.
My family likes hats. Today, Dad is wearing a purple hat. It's great. Mom is wearing an orange hat. It's pretty. My sister Meg is wearing a white hat. I'm wearing a green hat. It's the best one. We walk in the park and we're colorful.
Page 27. Read. A Helping Hand.
His son says, firefighters put out a fire at Isabella Diaz's house. Her family lost everything. Their toys, books, and clothes. It's very sad. His son's mom thinks for a minute. Then she leaves and comes back with clothes. She says, "Look, I like this green dress, and these blue jeans, and these black shoes. I like this skirt, too. I think it's pretty. I'm going to give these to Mrs. Diaz." His son runs to her bedroom and returns with her sister and her dad. His son says, "They helped me pick these clothes for Isabella. They like this sweater, they think it's nice, and they like these long pants." Dad smiles and says, "And now I need help picking clothes for Mr. Diaz."
Page 27. Key words. Listen, point, and say.
dress, jeans, shoes, skirt, sweater, pants.
Page 30. Units 3 and 4. Reading check. A. Read and listen.
Dear Grandma, how are you? Is it hot in Florida? I'm inside a lot because it's really cold in Alaska. And there's a lot of snow. I think you are the best grandma. Thank you for sending me the sweater. I think it's nice. I like the color and the great buttons. I can wear it with pants or jeans. It feels super warm. On the next snowy day, I want to wear your sweater and my red jacket. I can wear 2 pairs of socks, boots, my winter hat, and gloves. Then I can go play in the snow with my friends. Love, Mark.
Page 36. Unit 5. Get ready to read. B. Read and listen. Helping Grandma.
My grandma loves to read, but her house is far from the bookstore. She can't get books. Where's the bookstore? It's next to my house. I can help Grandma because I can get books for her.
Page 37. Read. The Mystery of the Missing Ball.
Gordon pets his dog, Buddy, and says, "Mom, are you working at the office today? I need help finding my yellow ball." "No, I'm not working at the office," says Mom, "but I am going to the library to get books and the bakery to buy cookies. Then I'm going to the bus station to pick up Grandma." Gordon asks, "Can Grandma and I go to the park and the toy store to look for my ball?" "Sure. Buddy needs a walk, so bring him with you." Gordon nods. Then he sits and asks his dog, "Buddy, do you know where my ball is?" Buddy runs off. Gordon follows him. There's the yellow ball in Buddy's bed.
Page 37. Key words. Listen, point, and say.
Office, library, bakery, bus station, park, store.
Page 40. Unit 6. Get ready to read. B. Read and listen.
Peter needs things for school. He goes to the store and buys paper clips, pencil sharpeners, and pencils. He needs a backpack and a big clock, but the store doesn't have them. The store sells only small things.
Page 41. Read. Breaking news.
Hello, I'm Wendy Lee. Animals are running around our city. I'm in the movie theater next to the bookstore. No one is watching the movie because there's an elephant, a lion, and a bear here. They're big. On Elm Street, small monkeys and pandas are in the gym across from the train station. People are taking the train home because they can't exercise. Let's go to Rob West. He's at the shopping mall next to the old factory.
Hi, Wendy. I'm in the shoe repair shop in the shopping mall. Everything is quiet here. I guess animals don't like to shop or have shoes fixed. Back to you, Wendy.
Page 41. Key words. Listen, point, and say.
Movie theater. Gym. Train station. Shopping mall. Factory. Shoe repair shop.
Page 44. Units 5 and 6. Reading check. A. Read and listen. Bringing the outside in.
I visit Helen in New York, but her mom has to work in her office and can't take us anywhere. I say, it's okay. We can play inside. Helen says, but that's boring, Abby. I want to go to the gym. And I want to see the flowers in the park. I say, let's play that rooms are places. Your bedroom has books. It's the bookstore. Helen says, oh, I see. My living room has a TV. It's a movie theater. I nod and say, your kitchen has cookies. It's the bakery. Helen smiles and says, let's walk to the bakery for cookies. I say, sure, that's fun.
Page 50. Unit 7. Get ready to read. B. Read and listen. Soccer players.
Lots of people want to be a soccer player. It's a very popular sport around the world. Many soccer players start playing when they are only 3 or 4 years old. They work hard and have good teamwork.
Page 51. Read. Dangerous jobs.
Think about jobs around the world. Which ones aren't safe? Lifeguards save people from water at beaches or pools. Photographers can take photos in storms or high places. Veterinarians can care for tigers or lions. Actors can act in car chases and get hurt. Baseball players aren't always safe. A fast ball can break their bones or hurt them. Builders are safe most of the time, but they can hurt their fingers with tools. Some jobs are safer than others, but there is a little danger in any job.
Page 51. Key words. Listen, point, and say.
Lifeguard. Photographer. Veterinarian. Actor. Baseball player. Builder.
Page 54. Unit 8. Get ready to read. B. Read and listen.
My mom didn't have a job for a while. She was a cook at Soul Kitchen, but it closed. Today, she went to a new restaurant. She asked for a job, and she got it. We aren't surprised. She's a great cook.
Page 55. Read. Who put the fire out?
An artist is painting a cake on the bakery window. A farmer stops and says, "That's a nice cake. I work on a farm. Do you paint farms?" The artist can't answer because there's a fire in the bakery. The baker doesn't know what to do. The sales clerk says, "I sell things. I don't put out fires." A teacher is getting bread. He says, "I teach students. I can't put out a fire." A pilot is getting a cake, and she says, "I'm a pilot. I fly planes. Sometimes there's a fire on the plane." She puts out the fire. Everybody claps.
Page 55. Key words. Listen, point, and say.
Artist, farmer, baker, sales clerk, teacher, pilot.
Page 58. Units 7 and 8. Reading check. A. Read and listen. Interview with a veterinarian.
Thank you for this interview, Dr. Das.
Of course, Peter.
First, what do veterinarians do?
They take care of animals.
Do you like the job?
Yes, I love animals.
Did you always want to be a vet?
No, I wanted to be an actor or a baker.
Really? Why did you change your mind?
A nice farmer had a sick horse that I wanted to help.
My grandpa has a farm.
That nice farmer was your grandfather.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Page 64. Unit 9. Get ready to read. B. Read and listen. The birdhouse builder.
Julian builds a birdhouse. He uses small tree branches, glue, string, and paint. Julian's dad helps Julian put the birdhouse on a big tree near their house. Now the birds have a small, cozy place to live.
Page 65. Read. The Case of the Missing Glasses.
Saturday was a very bad day for Ahmet. He lost his glasses and he needed them right away. He wanted to read a book about his favorite superhero. Where were his glasses? Were they on the couch in the living room? Ahmet looked. No, they weren't. Were they in the kitchen next to the red lamp? His mom looked. No, they weren't. Were they in his bedroom under his bed? His little brother looked. No, they weren't. Then Ahmet remembered. He ran outside to his playhouse made of tree branches, rocks, and an old towel. He quickly went inside, and there were his glasses, right next to the book about his favorite superhero.
Page 65. Key words. Listen, point, and say.
Couch. Living room. Kitchen. Lamp. Bedroom. Bed.
Page 68. Unit 10. Get ready to read. B. Read and listen.
It's Sunday, and I'm at my grandparents' house. I help Grandma in the kitchen. Later, Grandpa and I work in the garden. My grandparents' house isn't big, but it's full of fun.
Page 69. Read. Small houses, big heart.
On April 25th, 2015, there was an earthquake in Nepal. Mud and brick houses on the sides of mountains fell down. People went to live in camps. There weren't many bathrooms, and it was hard to wash up. Did they build big houses? No, they didn't. Did they get help? Yes, they did. For example, people from Germany came and built earth bag houses. Earth bags are bags filled with dirt or sand. Each house was very small. It didn't have a dining room for eating or a garage for cars, but the people were safe. Did people play games in their houses? Yes, they did. Did they sweep the floor? Yes, they did. The small earth bag houses were their homes.
Page 69. Key words. Listen, point, and say.
Bathroom. Wash up. Dining room. Garage. Play games. Sweep the floor.
Page 72. Units 9 and 10. Reading check. A. Read and listen. A fun house.
In the summer, the Smith family moves into a new house. They meet their new neighbors, the Fishers and the Kims. The Fishers say, "We saw your house. It's funny. There's 1 bedroom and 4 bathrooms." The friendly Smiths say, "It's a funny house for a funny family." The Kims give them a big blanket. The Smiths move their beds into the bedroom, and each family member chooses a bathroom. At 7 p.m., they make dinner in the kitchen and eat in the dining room. They play games in the living room. Then they get into their beds, share the big blanket, and go to sleep.
Page 78. Unit 11. Get ready to read. B. Read and listen.
My dad likes to grow vegetables. First, he plants the seeds in his garden. He waters them every week in his free time. Then, in a few weeks, the plants grow and make vegetables. Finally, My dad picks the vegetables and eats them as snacks.
Page 79. Read. Fossils are fun.
Many people learn about fossils in their free time. It's a fun hobby. Fossils are very old things from plants and animals. You can see them in some rocks. There are even fossils of fish that used to swim in the ocean. How did these plants and animals become fossils? First, they died and dropped to the ground. Then dirt and other things covered them. Finally, after a long time, they changed into fossils. You may find a fossil when you play outside. You can go shopping for them at special stores, too. To learn more about fossils, read a book or use the computer.
Page 79. Key words. Listen, point, and say.
Learn about fossils. Swim in the ocean. Play outside. Go shopping. Read a book. Use the computer.
Page 82. Unit 12. Get ready to read. B. Read and listen.
Andy and Dan ride bikes on a warm, sunny day. They go on a rocky path, and Andy goes over a sharp rock. His tire gets a hole. They walk their bikes to a repair shop. The shop fixes the tire, and they ride home.
Page 83. Read. The broken TV.
Every day, Evan stays home and watches TV in his living room. He loves action shows. One day, the TV doesn't work, and Evan says, "We need a new TV." His mom says, "Dad can fix it. Do other things in your free time." Dad looks at the TV and he says, "Sorry, it's really broken." Evan sits around for a few days. Then he gets busy. He goes mountain biking on Monday. He practices piano on Tuesday. He plays video games on Wednesday. He goes skateboarding on Thursday. He sleeps in a tent on Friday. Finally, they buy a new TV, and it's better than the old one.
Page 83. Key words. Listen, point, and say.
Stay home. Go mountain biking. Practice piano. Play video games. Go skateboarding. Sleep in a tent.
Page 86. Units 11 and 12. Reading check. A. Read and listen. Always bring bikes.
The Miller family was ready for their summer vacation. The car was packed and ready to go. First, Mr. Miller drove, but the car started making funny noises. After a while, Mrs. Miller drove, but it made the same noises. The family worried about the car getting to the beach. Then the car stopped working. Mr. Miller said, "It's a good thing we packed our bikes." The family rode their bikes to a nearby car repair shop and found a nice woman to fix their car. Finally, it was time to swim in the ocean and play outside. The Miller family was happy.